Well, howdy, y'all. How's it going there? It's me, Sonny Brisko. Wow, it's been a mighty long time since I last saw y'all. How y'all feeling today? Oh, hi, everyone. What's going on? Man, I thought I was gonna do that accent for the whole stream. It didn't last more than 5 seconds. God damn it. Hi guys, what's happening? It's been so long. It's been far too long since I last streamed. It's been a good few weeks, days. It's been good. But I've been missing stream. I've been wanting to come back. It's great to see everyone. Hello. Hi guys. Hi. Wow. Thanks for coming to my stream. Rezi, Chuchu, Jelly Bay, Hansel, Scribble, Oh My Sakura, Leon, Harumi. Just making a point of reading all the non-members there. Hi everyone. Wow. Welcome to my stream. And all the members too, I guess. Whatever, man. Thanks guys for being here. Hi there. It's guys, it's been so long. The reason it's been so long is because I went to the US of A, United States. I went there for the first time in a long time. I went once when I was child, but now I'm adult, and I actually I knew what I was doing this time, kinda. I was cognizant. I wasn't when I was a baby back then. I didn't have any, consciousness. I didn't have any free will, any agency. But now I had some, say in what I was doing, where I was going, what I was seeing, what I was doing, what I was eating, all that. I'm a big boy now. I went to America all by myself, flew on the plane, just me and my thoughts, raw dog the whole flight, no movies, no phone, no screens, no nothing, no music. Just staring down the back of this guy's seat, noticing these. Damn, I can see your boldness is starting to emerge a little bit. You're gonna want to take some supplements, get that looked at. No, I did watch a few movies on the planes. Guys, I've been traveling a lot these last few years. I've been traveling a lot. Mostly to Japan is the thing. But traveling to America from Australia is a different beast. That shit's rough. That shit has me in. Man, I'm still recovering. It's been, I don't know, a few days already since I got back to Australia, but I'm still recovering. Like I need to have a 2-hour nap every day. Still, because I try to go to sleep at the appropriate time, but it just doesn't happen. I'm just sitting there in bed with my eyes just wide open. Just, wish I could sleep right now, but it just doesn't happen. Or I'll wake up in the middle of the night after a few hours and so on. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be the death of me. It's not the trip, but coming back and not getting any sleep is gonna kill me. Anyway, let's see. It's been very nice. I'm going to the States of America, and they were united. They were. I could feel it. It was fun. It was very nice, and I got to see my brothers, my very good friends, my fellow Noctyx members in America, and we finally got to meet Fulgar Ovid. In real for the first time. I guess that's the first time he's meeting anyone from NIJISANJI in real life. So it was kind of a big deal for us. It was very special. It was very special, very sentimental. All sorts of feelings in the air, as you might imagine. Well, a big what do you call it? Reason that this happened when it did is because, if you didn't know already, Fulgar is gonna graduate from NIJISANJI pretty soon, in a week and a bit, I guess. Pretty soon. Was it the 5th of May, guys? Is it 5:05 Legatus? Is that right? So I think we figured, there's no time better than now, so we gotta get it done. Finally. After what, 3+ years of knowing each other online, working together, being very good friends, and confiding in each other. We were all very close with Noctyx, but we just never got around to it for various reasons. But I think we were all just about ready when the time came around this time. So it finally happened, and I'm glad it did. And even though the traveling was rough, I'm very glad that I went through it and I got to see everyone, and we had such a good time. Yeah, it was very, very nice. A little emotional, just with the context. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't tell anyone that he was graduating soon, but we all knew, and Noctyx knew, and we were, a little bit mopey about it, especially towards the end. Yeah, very bittersweet memories. What is that song? Bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. And I will always love you, Fulgar, my brother, my man. Guys, please show a lot of love to Fu-chan on his way out. He's been really supportive of, well, everyone, but I feel like he was a real supporting figure to me in particular, especially as part of Noctyx, and I'm really glad I was put in the same wave as him. He's such a I feel like he's so emotionally intelligent. He really knows all the right things to be, to say, I guess. He always knows what to say in, when things are going wrong, I guess. I mean, we're all human, and I feel like he'd be the first one to tell you that, sometimes he's not always like emotionally like what's the word? What's the word? I don't want to say unstable or something, but just we all get emotional is what I mean. But I think like even in those times, I think he always knows the right thing to be saying, even if he's not feeling it himself. You know what I mean? Like I kind of get like that sometimes. I get too in my own thoughts, but I try to keep it inside and just stay positive and try to remain supportive of the people around me. But I think Fulgar has been really good at that for all of us, really. So that's one thing that I really appreciate him for. And just in general, he's always making things happen. He's so inclusive and welcoming to everyone, really, to even extending out of NIJISANJI. He's got so many friends outside of our little agency here. So I think that really is a testament to how friendly and likable he is. He's a great guy. I don't know, I could I could go on about how much I love him, but I don't know, it's let's not dwell on it too much. I just I want to wish him well on his last few weeks and days left with us, and I hope everyone can do the same and be supportive, show him some love. He's been very important to all of us. Anyway, let me put some music on that's not so French, first of all, but this is a little goofy to be talking about something so I don't know if it's serious. It's a little serious. Wait. Oh, a little loud there. Talking about something so emotional. I'm getting a little choked up, yeah, just a little bit. Fulgar Ovid, it has been a pleasure to work beside you. I was so glad to be your wave mate for these past few years. And most of all, I will miss the taste of your croissants. Yes. All right. Well, where do I start? I want to talk a little bit about what we've been up to. Where do I start? Where do I start? Well, I don't know. I feel like this has been this whole trip, this whole thing has been in the works for months. You know, I don't know. It could be like we've been talking about, you know, doing having off collabs for a long time. Like we've, you know, discussed the idea for years, often being shut down by Fulgar. But once we realized that we did want to do it, like maybe sometime in 2024, and we started, you know, working out the logistics of it. We started planning a bunch of things. Had a I think I was having a lot of trouble at one point figuring out how I was gonna get to him. Like I don't know what was the problem again? Something about how. Oh, well, I shouldn't get too into it, but it was a little complicated to get to him from Australia anyway. Like it looked like it was gonna cost me like thousands of dollars to get there, but it turns out it wasn't that bad actually. Yeah, I mean obviously there's no direct flights even to anywhere in America from what do you call it? Most places in Australia, unless you're in a major city, I mean. So it's pretty rough. Just getting that part down first of all. Yeah, but we figured it out. I'm being very careful, guys. Being very thoughtful. Maybe not careful enough about giving too much information, because I don't want to reveal too much about where anyone lives, including myself, I guess. Anyway, yeah, my operation security, I gotta keep that down pat. Yes, so you went to the land of America to see Fulgar Ovid, and yeah, yeah, turns out it wasn't gonna cost that much, but it was a little convoluted and a little bit time consuming. So it actually, like, we had a meeting before all of this, like a few months ago. We jumped in the Discord and talked about some plans about how we were gonna do it. So yeah, we got to travel together a little bit on the way to Fulgar and back. Me, Alvin, and Oogie. Yeah, and yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was, I'm just trying to think about what else to talk about, but it was cool. Dang. Give me a sec here. Right. We discussed what we wanted to do in America. The first thing we wanted to do in America is go to the gun range. Yeah, baby. Hell yeah. I was so excited about that. I think that might have been the highlight of the whole trip, but that was one of the first things that we discussed in the meeting, I think. There were a few other ideas. I'm looking through the Discord now. I feel like there was a whole thing. Yeah, we came up with we want to do a hand cam something, and we ended up making cupcakes in the kitchen there, and we thought about maybe going out to a restaurant. I don't think we ended up doing that really, but we got plenty of food delivered in. We wanted to do karaoke. We did that. Hell yeah. We considered playing a game like Smash Bros. Don't think we ended up doing that. And we thought about board games with drinks. And the board games didn't happen, but the drinks certainly did. Yes, yes it did. Yes. So those were some of the plans we came up with at the time. And yeah, I was already real excited just hearing about all this. Like, oh yes, finally gonna see everyone all in one place. We're gonna have so much fun, do all this cool stuff. Only in America. Only in America. And yeah, I guess you know, when the time came, you know, I got all my things together, packed my bags. Not too much. I usually the thing is, I usually have a really big suitcase when I'm traveling back and forth to and from Japan, because my family always makes me carry things between each other, you know. I'm the mule. They call me the mule. Hey mule, go take this only in Japan snack back to your mother. And then hey mule, go take this only in Australia product to your auntie in Japan. Always making me do that. And I'm just thrilled to do that. I'm so happy to be lugging around an extra 10 kilos of stuff in this huge bag. But I didn't have to do it this time because I didn't have to bring anything to America this time. So I brought a smaller suitcase this time. But yeah, I guess that means I had to, like, what do you call it? Usually when I have the big bag, you have to check that in to, you know, be kept in the cargo. But I didn't do that this time. I just carried 2 bags with me. I got 2 bags. I got the baby suitcase instead of the big suitcase this time. So that was an interesting, that was a different experience from what I'm used to, carrying two bags, one suitcase, one baby suitcase. Yeah, this is just thrilling. You guys love to hear about how I'm carrying a baby suitcase instead of the big one onto my flight. But I did that, and I got on the plane. Several planes, actually. Several planes. And yeah, I packed my shapes in there, my pizza shapes, my favorite. And sat in the chair. What did I watch? I watched something. Give me a sec. Fuck. Nandakke. I recall watching a lot of Marvel movies on the plane. God damn it. Hang on. What did I watch? No, okay, hang on. I watched the Trump movie. What was it? The Apprentice. Very interesting movie. I won't get too into it, but I didn't know all that stuff about it. It's pretty funny. What a story. And hey, you know, I was going to America. I had to know the American story. Had to know all about it. He's the president. I got to know his history with this corrupt lawyer. I got to know about this. God damn, I swear I watched another movie on the way there, but on the way back it was mostly Marvel movies. No, I think I did watch one Marvel movie on the way there as well. It might have been one of the Spider-Mans. That sounds right. Spider-Man with Tom Holland, the first one. Fuck, what's that one called? Homecoming. I watched Homecoming. Guys, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I'm not gonna talk about Marvel movies on my stream. They're all dog shit. I'm not talking about it. Anyway, I watched it. It was very mediocre, but you know, it kept my attention enough to you know, keep me in a trance enough to distract me from the boredom of the flight for, you know, however many fucking hours it was. And then I slept. And I read a book a little bit as well. I think that was mostly on the train, I feel like. We did ride a train at one point. Yeah. Sat next to Oogs, and he's leaning on my shoulder. And I was reading the Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown. Dan Brown, the Da Vinci Code. I haven't read Angels and Demons, but I read the Da Vinci Code. It's such a classic mediocre story. Everyone's read that, yeah. It's baby's first novel. Figure out what the code was? It was Sophia, and then it was, what was the one? Hang on, there's two codes. One Sophia, one is fuck, I forgot the second one. Apple. Yeah, it's Apple for Mary Magdalene. That's right. Apple. Yes, very, very interesting story. This book, actually, I started reading it last year. I think I brought it with me on the Overture trip. This everything I consume being slightly above average is somehow so funny. The thing is, if I'm on a plane or if I'm traveling, if I'm like busy and tired and like I'm distracted, you know, there's plane droning noises in the back, I don't want to be reading gold. I don't want to be watching the good shit. You know, I don't want to be reading something good or watching something genuinely good, cuz that's going to ruin the experience for me. Exactly, yeah. I don't want to watch a genuinely good film on this tiny screen in shitty quality, shitty resolution, while there's fucking plane droning in the back, the babies are crying, it smells like piss. You know, the person next to me is taking up too much space in their seat. And I just, you know, I don't want to have my first experience of a genuinely good movie be like that. So I tend to keep that at home, you know, on the couch where I'm comfy with snacks. Right? That's why I make it a point of watching mediocre stuff like Marvel movies. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch the slop on these travel experiences. Yeah. God, I swear there was another movie. I just can't remember what it was. Anyway, hey guys. We made it to Fulgar's place. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Rocked up to his house. I saw him, I knew him, that was him. And I already felt the brotherhood between us. I could feel it. I went up to him, gave him a big hug. Big hug. Fulgar's a good hugger. Yeah. Big bear hug between the both of us, sharing it. Bearing it. Everyone giving the hugs out. And what did we do on the first day? I feel like we were just chilling and just, you know, like breaking the ice a little bit. And we had Red Lobster. Red Lobster. Which was interesting. I've never had it before. I think it's like an American only thing. Is it? Let me look it up. Red Lobster. Oh, they also have a few other international locations. Okay. They have it in Japan. I didn't know that. Interesting. Could have gone in Japan, but I didn't. Yeah, but oh, no fucking way. Do they have it in Australia? Oh, bullshit. Well, hey, you know, it's an American company. Doesn't matter if they have it in other places I could have gone to. American company, had to check it out. On the homeland. And it was pretty good. I want to say Well, it's a chain restaurant, so I wasn't expecting too much, but it was better than I expected, I'd say. Yeah. I feel like it was the portions were fucking huge is one thing. The portions are huge, and I feel like the flavor is very rich. Maybe that's just an American thing in general. Americans, they love to slather things in sauces and seasonings and spices, and huge portions and over-seasoned. That's America for you, baby. But it was quite good. I enjoyed it. We had some kind of linguine, lobster linguine, I guess. And yeah, it was maximum sodium. It was pretty salty. What are those things? They're like biscuits, but they're not biscuits actually. Cheddar Bay biscuits. The Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. They're pretty good, but you know what the thing is? These aren't fucking biscuits. They're scones. They're scones. Why do they call them biscuits? That's not a fucking biscuit. It's more like a bread. Yeah, it's a scone. I never understood that. Yeah, they're called biscuits, but is it an American thing? Like they call you know, what? Hang on. What's the deal again? It's crisps in the UK. Crisps are potato chips, and fries are the hot chips. Yeah, if you say chips in the UK, it's usually hot chips like fries. Yeah, but a biscuit is like, it's almost like a cookie. I'd say a biscuit tends to be a cookie that you have with tea in the UK. But I have the sort of impression personally that biscuits are also savory, like crackers. You know, cheese and crackers, cheese and biscuits. No, that doesn't seem quite right either. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a dry cookie. I don't know, something like that, right? What's the difference? Who's keeping track? Yeah, but I never in my dreams would I imagine that they would call this a biscuit. That's a fucking scone. It's a scone. Scones are sweetened lightly. Well, I've had my grandma used to make scones with cheese and ham or bacon in them. We had savory scones, and that's pretty close to what I had at Red Lobster. Yeah, chocolate chip biscuits. Yeah, you don't really hear that. No, it's more of they're definitely cookies. Yeah, exactly. I can understand the toss up between biscuits and cookies, but yeah, that's a fucking scone. That's a scone. What are you guys doing? Do Americans know what a scone is? You present an American with a scone and some tea. I see this has flour in it. It must be one of them biscuits. Interesting. Scones are usually sweet. I like date scones. Yeah. It's true. Bread. Is this a biscuit? Yeah. Anyway. Red Lobster. Not bad. Not bad. Not my favorite thing I ate, but it was pretty good. Better than I expected. And I forget what else we did that day. What did we do? Oh yeah, we started watching Epic the Musical on the first night that I was there. Yeah. Ah, god damn. Yeah, that shit's awesome, man. I recall Fulgar and Alvin talking about it before, and there was like that one collab where they wouldn't stop referencing it, and me and Uki were like, glad you guys are having fun. I don't know what this is about, but you seem pretty You seem pretty into it. I didn't know how epic it really was. It was the musical, and it was epic. Yeah, you guys should check it out. It's you can just look up the soundtrack online, or better to watch like the fan-made animatics, I think. And there's a bunch of them. Even for the same songs, there's multiple different versions that fans have created of each track. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it just so happens that Fulgar's I don't know if he's hosting it, but they're holding a watch along tomorrow with some NIJISANJI people, and they're all gonna watch it in there. And it's pretty early for me, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Oh, it's on Calix's channel. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. We'll check out Calix's channel, and you guys can experience it with everyone for the first time as well, if you haven't already. Or if you have, and if you're a big fan of it already, you can see everyone's reaction to it. My reaction was like, damn, these guys are pretty good at singing. I'm not huge into musicals. I like musicals enough, but I'm not huge into them. But I appreciate the retelling of these ancient stories of Homer's Odyssey in the form of a modern musical. It's very interesting to witness. Favorite song? I don't know. There's a few. For some reason, it always sticks out to me. 600 men. That always sticks out to me for some reason. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And I like that the line, like, this happens a lot in musicals in general, I feel like, or just music in general. They'll sort of reprise leitmotifs and lyrics from previous songs in the work, in other songs. I love that shit. I live for that shit. That's like one of the best things about the Undertale soundtrack is the creative usage of the same leitmotifs in other songs, and they make it sound like a completely different song. Or it's just nice to, like, yeah, exactly, have the callback and just remind you that this moment is supposed to remind you of this character or this thing. Yeah, I really appreciate I know Polity's song. It's so joyful and happy, and what's the word? It's a little tropical. Something about that. It's a little tropical. I guess because they're on an island. Something about that. But anyway, yeah, it's just a very happy song. But the way that they reuse it later is very sad. When it makes the same sort of melody comes back in later songs. Yeah, so it's interesting. What's the word? I don't know, just interesting usage of the same leitmotif. Yeah, it's very emotional stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I listened to it again after we watched it at Fulgar's place, and it's pretty cool. I don't know. I want to see an official full like feature-length movie version of it with like full animation and colors and full voice acting. Not just the songs, but a little bit of character dialogue as well in between the songs to sort of stitch the songs together would also be nice. Yeah, the thing is, they're making a movie of Odyssey. Christopher Nolan, starring Matt Damon as Odysseus, I believe. And man, they should have just made it a musical. Why didn't they? They should have just made it a musical. But I don't know. I'm still interested to watch that movie. That sounds like it'll be all right. But yeah, I think it would be an interesting animated movie if they could make the musical into a full-length animated feature, or if they could make it a live musical. I think I'd enjoy that too. On Broadway, go see him on stage. Epic the Musical, now on Broadway. I would check it out. I don't think I've been to a real musical before. I've been to a school musical before. I think my sister played a few parts in some musicals before at school. But that's not, hey, look, they're trying their best, but they're not, you know, professionals. What I mean is I want to see a professional stage, right? So it would be cool to see a live stage of Epic the Musical. Yeah, I would be very interested to see the live action rendition. Yeah. Yeah, the Book of Mormon, I heard that was good. I might check that out at some point. If I can't see it live, I want to see one of the recordings. I heard Hamilton was good. Yeah, lots of cool musicals I'd like to check out at some point. Yeah. Where was I? I just got sidetracked on Epic for a sec there, but I think that was the, I know, yeah, that was the first night, and yeah, the next day, I think the first thing we did was go to the gun range. We had breakfast and we all packed our gear. We went to the gun range and shot some guns there. And Fulgar was really nice to get us some protective gear. He bought it for us. He bought protective like eyewear and ear covers. What do you call them? Ear muffs that go on your head. Those things. Yeah, ear and eye protection, basically. You want to make sure that you're very safe when you're handling firearms, everyone. It's my first time handling firearms in this time, so I was very excited, but a little scared, as you might imagine. I think they would have provided the gear for you at the place too, but yeah, Fulgar bought it for us so we can keep it. I have my stuff over here, actually. Yeah, over there across the room. I got to keep a few souvenirs from our little excursion. But yeah, we got in there, you know, signed all the paperwork. I am mentally sane. I am not a danger to anyone. And it would definitely never ever cross my mind to use these weapons for any malicious purposes, ever. I promise. I signed my name, Sonny Brisko. Got in there and set up the paper targets on the pegs there. Sent it out a few meters. And yeah, well, Fulgar was the first shooter up. And he used his personal gun. He's got a Glock 17, a little handgun, pistol. Blew off a few shots. I knew it was gonna be loud, guys. I had the earmuffs on. I knew it was gonna be loud, but it still catches you off guard every time. Every shot is a little bit whoa, 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 whoa. You know, bang, bang, bang. It's like, it's not like I'm like I'm freaking out or anything, but you know, you can't help but blink every time you hear a shot go off. It's kind of it was kind of what I experienced. At least when the others were shooting, because you weren't sure exactly when the shot was gonna go off. When I was shooting, I was able to keep my eyes open because I knew when the shot was gonna go. It was me in control, so you know, I wasn't blinking when I was shooting, but when other people were shooting, like, you can't help but just like with every shot that goes off a little bit. But yeah, loaded the gun up, send the target out, 2 hands, look down the sights, close one eye to line it up, and I missed. My first shot ever, just whizzed a little bit past the head of the target here. You know what, let me get the picture up if I can. I can show you guys. We brought the targets home. I don't know if you guys saw. During some of these off collabs, we showed the images, but I can put it up here as well if I can find it. Just give me a sec. Yeah, the recoil is pretty strong, but I was ready for it. You just gotta keep a tight grip. Just hold it stable. Keep your elbows firm. I can't seem to find this image. Give me a sec. Ah, here it is. Gotcha. Let's put this up here. The image of my targets over here. Boom, there we are. So this is me, and this is the first few shots on the left here. 5 shots from a Glock 17. So that's right on the side of the head. This one right here. Hang on, do I have a cursor? Let me take a look here. Okay, this. One sec. Okay, this one right here. This one right here. Beep, 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 beep. My first shot ever, okay? And came pretty close, but hey, I missed. And you know what? That one shot that I missed, those few seconds between the first and second shot, that could have been the difference between life and death in a self-defense situation. So, you know, I should have been ready, you know? I know it was my first shot, but I should have been more, I should have locked in, you know? I'm really disappointed with, hey, that's pretty good for a first time, isn't it? Pretty close. But yeah, I think the second one was this one right here. Beep, 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 beep. On the left of the head. I'm pretty sure anyway. And the rest of the other shots are all just further shots from the Glock there. Yeah, that was just the warning shot. Just keep him at bay. I saw him trying to dodge this paper target. He was doing a bit of this action. I was trying to read ahead of him, but I was reading too far, so that's why I missed the first one there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You know what? I think I did a pretty good job for my first time. Not bad. Not bad. Could have done better, but I think all those years of playing video games really helped me. I I think all those years of training in video games finally paid off. Now I know what I'm really good at. Using guns. Maybe I'll join the army. I have more opportunities to use guns now. And here's the AR-15. We were able to hire an AR from the range there. Fulgar doesn't own one, but I wanted to try it out. And we talked to the guys. They showed us how to use it. Pretty straightforward. A little bit more complicated than I thought at first. But we figured it out. And then when we were ready, we loaded it up. Hold it with 2 hands. You look down the sight. We had a red dot sight, or in this case, it was a green dot. And it's really easy to aim this thing. The AR is very heavy. Very heavy. It's hard to keep it up. You know, you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it up. You know, to your shoulder and look down the sight. Keep it up. You know, like level with your face, pretty much. But holding it there for like too long, it starts to hurt almost. It's pretty heavy. So I don't know how these modern day professionals can keep it up there for so long. I guess they do the training for it. You know, you see people doing specific training just for that. Holding the gun up is like an important part of the job, right? But yeah, it's very accurate. I was surprised like how much easier it was to aim this one over the Glock. I feel like, because you really just hold the thing up and line the dot up on the sight. You just line it up and pull the trigger, and the bullet pretty much just goes exactly where you want it to go. You know, I sent the target pretty far away, and I still was able to get him right in the middle of the head there. It's pretty much a bullseye. And I was landing all headshots, so I thought, yeah, let me aim for something else. And I aimed for the belly as well. Oh, hang on. Got the belly right here. Beep, 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 beep. Took his launch out. I aimed for the target. Couldn't quite get the bullseye on the target. Beep, 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 beep. But I got pretty close. What was that, 20 points? Yeah. So this is me. Well, not really belly. It's more like the heart. Yeah. Chest. Same thing. Yeah. And that was my first experience at the gun range in America and the United States of America. God bless. That still was maybe the highlight of the whole trip. I had a lot of fun. It was very interesting, and it was very educational. I learned a lot. Learned a lot about gun safety and how dangerous they can be. Guys, please be responsible with your firearms if you are in reach of them. Very important that you know how to use the thing. Now I know how to use them properly, so I could absolutely never hurt anyone by accident anyway. With a weapon like that. And it was pretty cool. It was like a nice bonding experience with everyone, you know. We all got to go in there, have a turn. Everyone had their experience with it, and we got to, you know, watch each other. And you know, when you made a good shot, you'd say, "Ah, hey, nice shot." And you got to ask them, "How did it feel?" I think the others were enjoying it a lot. Oogie, it was enjoying it a lot. Whoa! Alvin was enjoying it a lot. I think Alvin was enjoying it a bit too much. Could tell he was enjoying it. And yeah, Fulgar's been before, but yeah, I think he also had a good time. And it was just nice to, you know, have that shared experience with everyone. Yeah. It was funny, like on our way out, there was on our way out when we were done, we had a few shots each. You know, I had 5 shots on the Glock, about 10 shots on the AR. And on our way out, there were these two grandmas. They must have been like, I don't know, 60 something years old each. And they had these decked out handguns. I don't know what they were, but they had like full attachments on them. I'm like, damn. Grandma got that shit on her. She's packing. It's like just a small caliber weapon, but she had that thing. And one of them was like in a chair. She was sitting in the chair at the gun range, holding the gun out with two hands and like firing at the target. It's serious, you know. They gotta. Well, you know what? If some shit goes down, if there's an intruder in her house, for example, you know, she's probably gonna be sitting in the chair, and she's gotta be ready to shoot the gun from the chair. So, you know, I guess that is the best way to practice. Yeah. You break into a house, she's like, don't hurt me. I think I'm having a heart attack. Call the hospital. But not for me. She'd fucking nail you. God damn. America's crazy, guys. What a beautiful country. It's pretty cool. But that was the gun range. It's very nice. I think after that, was that when we went to the grocery store? I'm forgetting. I know it was like a week ago, but my memory is just messed up. I haven't been getting enough sleep to process all my memories here. But I'm pretty sure after that we went to the supermarket to get ready to buy things for foods. I think. Does that seem that sounds right? Yeah. I brought my little notepad, but I kept forgetting to take any notes. Yeah. Well, we needed to buy goodies for the streams we were doing. Yeah, that was the same night we did karaoke, and then we had hand cam in the morning. So I guess it must have been that same day, right? But yeah, we went to a very nice American supermarket, the grocery store there. And you know what, guys? It was very, very normal. It was so normal. It was pretty much like an Australian supermarket. Not that different from your average Australian Woolies or Coles or whatever supermarket you go to here. A little bit on the bigger scale, I feel. Well, maybe this was just a bigger store in general. You know, we have bigger stores like that in Australia too. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't stand out too much to me, but there was lots of American products that you can't really get in Australia. What are those things called? Takis. The Takis, kind of like a corn chip. We got the spicy ones, them Takis. Yeah. But we went to the grocery store there to get ingredients for the Bolognese that Uki was gonna make, and then also some stuff for the cupcakes in the morning. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was just nice, like hanging out with everyone and just enjoying the very homely experience. Going to the shops together to get groceries for dinner. Oogie was on Bolognese duty, trying to find all the right meats and cheeses. I think I ended up finding the right cheese for us. The Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmigiano Reggiano. Was that? Never mind. And then Alvin and I were also looking for some of the other stuff for the cupcakes. We got some icing, the colored icing, the frosting, I guess. And I was disappointed I didn't have any yellow. Shame. No yellow icing for drawing Briskadets, but I just ended up drawing one without it, I guess. Just on the outline, the black outline on white. Shame. Yeah, we were considering I was considering trying to mix colors to try to create a yellow, but it wasn't gonna work, guys. There's no way that was gonna work. I'm sorry. How do you make yellow? Yellow is red and no, hang on. Red and it's a primary color. You can't make yellow. Never mind. I was thinking, wait, yellow from white and red makes pink. How you make yellow? I guess you can't really make it like that. Jeez. If you have magenta and cyan, does that make yellow? I feel like at that point it would just make brown, right? Yeah, orange, white, and a little bit of no, I don't think you can make it, can you? Not from any real substances, I guess. You can do it on the computer, but I don't think you can make it from other colors in real. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, orange and white. Yeah. Well, how do they make the original yellow? You know, you gotta go back to the source. The source of the yellow icing, is the dandelions, right? Just like in Minecraft. It's what are they? Because they make red dye out of bugs. What do they make yellow dye out of? Saffron from corn. Ah, could be. Yeah, I could just squeeze it out of my hair. Turmeric. Mustard. Yes, that's a whole thing of saffron just to make yellow icing, and it tastes like curry when you're done with it. Curry cupcakes. Anyway, that bolognese Ugi made, that shit was kind of banging. Some good stuff. Very nice. When you say bolognese, you might think spaghetti bolognese, but it was more like what are the big tubes called? I forget. It's not penne. It's the bigger penne. The big penne. Pennoni? Not exactly pennoni either. I feel like it's different. Rigatoni? Yeah, I think it's rigatoni. Tony rigatoni. It was rigatoni bolognese. Yeah, so it was good that, you know, the bolognese, the meats, they get stuffed into each big tube. Exactly. Yeah. It's very nice. Like it's like each rigatoni is like a little piece of something. I don't know. Packed full of flavor, each one. Yummy. Pretty good. It's pretty good bolognese to rival my own. We put the basil in it this time. I don't usually put basil in mine. I put bay leaf in mine usually for that extra aroma. Yeah, it's nice to taste Ugi's home cooking. It was very nice. Very, very nice. You guys, you should have had some. I don't know why you guys didn't come over too and have some of the bolognese. You were invited. You didn't get the memo. Tisk tisk. Now you'll miss your chance. Ugi's never making that ever again. That was the one time. We're done with that now. what you can do is you can make your own bolognese and pretend that you were there. You can put basil in your bolognese. You can stuff each rigatoni full of bolognese and close your eyes, and you can turn on our off collab stream VOD and have a bite, and you can feel like you were really there too. I think that's the closest you can ever get. That's the closest I'll ever get to reliving that memory. And we had some of Fulgar's very special wine as well. His very special wine. That's so interesting. I don't think I've had anything like that before. But it tastes like berries almost. Something about it. It's a red wine. It smells very strong, and like the first sip is very like alcohol taste, you know? You smell it, it smells like paint thinner or whatever, you know? It smells very strong. But once you have a sip, it's like, oh. You know, it's the aftertaste is where it's at. It's every sip is oh, just for like 1 second it's like oh, and then you get it, and then you get the good stuff, and it makes you want to keep drinking it because every sip is like a whole new experience, you know. Every sip is oh, there it is. I liked it. I want some more. I want to try it again. I wonder if we can get it here actually. Yeah, it's very nice wine, very sweet, tangy and tart, sweet berry flavors in the wine. Yummy. To do a wine tasting stream, yeah. I'll probably get drunk even if I don't swallow it. I'll just get drunk from the fumes. I get drunk very easily. I do. Very tangy. Yeah. I feel like we watched a little bit more Epic the musical after that dinner as well. I feel like we did. I don't know. Maybe not. No, it must have been after the stream. No, we had the stream after Bolognese, the karaoke, and then I think we had we watched a bit more Epic after that. I feel like that's how it went. I could be wrong. Hey, this doesn't matter too much. But yeah, we had the karaoke stream and sang some songs, and oh my god, the setup was so scuffed, guys. You should have seen it. It was the four of us on the couch. And with like the laptop setup hooked up with two mics. So it was me and Oogie on one mic, and then Alban Fulgar on another mic. And it was not the best, but we made the best of it. And it was because I think it was two different types of mics. I think one was condenser, one was dynamic. And if you don't know what that means, is basically one of them you have to speak directly into it. The dynamic mic, you have to speak into it like this if you want to really be heard that clearly. Whereas a condenser is, you can usually hear you pretty close enough like this, or from here at least. This is where I usually speak with my condenser, about here. But with dynamic, you kind of have to get up close like this most of the time if you want to be heard clearly. So me and Oogie were basically the two of us up in this dynamic, just very close to it. It's like almost kissing every time we were singing at the same time. So it was an interesting experience in that karaoke stream. But we had a great time. We figured it out and made it happen. We sang some very fun songs. Guys, what song did you like the most from the unarchived karaoke there? I feel like for me, I loved Careless Whisper, and I loved Bohemian Rhapsody, and I loved what do you call it? I know. Yeah, YMCA was fun. Bad Romance, that's the one. Yeah. Hello. I've been laughing about that ever since. Just Adele answering the phone. Hello? Who's there? Stop calling this number. Yeah, that was a good time. We had fun. We were screaming. Probably kept the neighbors up all night. Yeah. It's I'm just really happy that we finally got to do a real live karaoke with Fulgar that didn't have the crazy lag from through Discord. Although that also has its own charm when we do the Totsu karaokes with the Discord lag. But it was nice that we actually got to sing at the same time in the flesh too. You know, it was so nice having him there. I could feel his energy. He was so excited as well. Fulgar. I've been to karaoke with Oogie and Albin before, but it was different this time with Fulgar there, and it was really fun. I think we all really enjoyed that. Yeah. So, yeah, we went to bed. A lot of the time I couldn't sleep very much. During the trip as well, I was having trouble falling asleep, which is why I ended up I couldn't sleep at night, which is why I ended up sleeping on the couch most of the time. I feel like I was just kind of like unable to fully adjust to the jet lag the whole time. I was kind of there, but at the same time, I needed to have naps constantly, just to, you know, make up for a little bit of sleep debt. A little bit of my debt of sleep, put it in the bank. I owe them more sleep. Had to get it on the couch. Yeah, just I don't know if Fulgar ever slept, but me, Albin, and Oogie were sleeping on that couch. That was our second bed. It was a very nice, comfy couch. Yeah, a little bit of fur on there, but a little bit of cat fur on there. But it was very comfy couch. Yeah. I got to meet Fulgar's cats. Very, very cute cats. Only got to touch one of them. One of them is very shy and standoffish a little bit. But one of them was a bit more friendly. It's funny. Yeah, cat with a K I think is the more friendly one. Would come up to us, and if you put your hand out to pet the cat, he would sort of like smash his head into your palm, like pat me, like this, oh, pat me, would lean into it. You know they love it. You know they love that shit. Give me head pats now, The headbutts you. So cute. Neko-chan wants head pats. I give you head pats. So cute. Yeah. But I couldn't sleep at night a lot of the time, and I just ended up like playing games or looking at Twitter or whatever on my computer, on my laptop there. I started watching Severance. This is a TV show I started watching when I couldn't sleep. It's pretty good. You guys should check it out. It's I don't even know, but it's very I don't know how to describe it, but it's very interesting. Interesting premise. I don't know. I feel like the premise itself and the writing is not like, I don't know, I'm not like blown away that much by it. But what I really love about this show is the cinematography and the set design, like the visual, is very, very interesting. Yeah, absolutely. I think the characters are interesting enough, and well, I won't get too into it, but the way that they the execution behind the premise is quite well done. Yeah, and yeah, I love the sort of the psychological aspect to it. That it's kind of got a thriller sort of thing to it as well, and it also has some sort of like dark and surreal humor to it that I really enjoy. So I think a lot of you would really enjoy it. What is it about? Oh, I can't even tell you what it's about, or it would be a spoiler. But okay, basically it's it's there's this company called Lumen, and they have workers there that work on the Severance floor, and when they take the elevator to the Severance floor, they become a separate personality that has no memories of their life on the surface. So they have a completely separate life that they don't remember underground, and it's basically they become like a separate person when they're in there. Yeah, so I think it's really interesting that they sort of explore, you know, the characters' motivations for why they might be doing that, and the relationships that they have as their severed personality underground versus their IRL personality and relationships. And there's a lot of very, very sussy stuff going on with this company that is kind of the driving force behind the plot, I suppose. Yeah. And yeah, starring Adam Scott, who is a pretty good actor. Something I noticed about Adam Scott, his hands are always shaking, and I don't know if that's because he's in character or because he's just like that in real life. I can't tell. But I feel like it works anyway. Like, yeah, I guess I would be pretty shaky if all this crazy shit was happening to me. But he's a very good technical actor, I feel like. You got a look about him. Something about this guy's face. He's got an interesting look. I don't know how to describe it. He looks kind of... He looks like he would be in a scary type of show like this, you know? He's got that kind of like sharp features, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Severance it's a pretty good show. It's directed by Ben Stiller, which is weird because I only know that guy from like shitty comedy movies in the 2000s. So what's up with that? I don't know. I'm sure he's a pretty talented director, right? He's made a lot of comedy films. Why not make this crazy show? I mean, it's got a lot of humor in it. Maybe that comes from him, you know. Comedian's very good at drama. I mean, Adam Sandler's also, you know, he makes the stupidest fucking films in the world. But he's also a very talented, you know, dramatic actor as well. You know, he can do it if he wants to. He just makes more money making, like, bad comedies for boomers, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. You guys should check it out. Severance. I finished season 1 like the other day, and I think I want to keep watching it. I think I'll watch season 2 pretty soon. Yeah. It's so funny. I think Alira also started watching it recently. I saw something on Twitter about how she was so surprised that there's literal old man yaoi in this show, guys. Isn't that funny? I did not expect that. I was watching this, I was like, wait a sec, are they... Huh? Are they this Christopher Walken? Christopher Walken Yowie? That's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. I did not expect that, but when it started to happen, I was like, no fucking way. Yowie in this show? Let's go. God damn. You're right, I should have said that sooner. That's how I get you guys hooked on it. I know you guys love that shit. Anyway, it's a good show, and there's gay stuff in it. So hey, if you enjoy that, go ahead. But yeah, I think it's a really interesting show, and I really enjoy the visuals. And it's just really cool in this underground, like this secret facility, the sort of sterile white corporate environment that they have going on. It's so eerie, and it just the visual lends itself so well to the sort of nightmarish theme that is going on. Yeah, it's very back rooms, very liminal, very subliminal. I don't know if subliminal is the right word, but maybe liminal. Well, what's the difference between liminal and subliminal? Subliminal is more like, what's the word? It's more of hidden. It's more in the. It's yeah. It's, I guess it's underliminal. It's hidden, but I don't think it's that sub. It's more just explicitly liminal. I'd say very back rooms type beat. Yeah, and it's just cool that they explore this sort of windy, like crazy white walled hallways, windy labyrinth facility. You guys know I love them facilities. You know, I'm all about that shit. Oh, secret abandoned area, or just, you know, secretive high security facility. You know, I'm all about that. You know, exploring it, sneaking into it, unraveling its mysteries. You know, I live for that shit, right? Shadow Moses Island. You know, I gotta get in there. Fucking what else is there? There's another one there. Aperture Science. Aperture Science. You know, I'm all about that shit. I gotta get in there. Yeah, exactly. So that's one reason I very much enjoy Severance, and I recommend it. You guys should check it out. Yes indeed, do. All right, what was I talking about? Cupcakes. I don't know what there is to say about the cupcakes. You guys saw the collab. It was fun. They tasted pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised by how good the cupcakes tasted. Yeah. I gotta get water. I'm getting cotton mouth. I'm yapping about America. My mouth is getting dry. As dry as the deserts in the Grand Canyon. Where's the Grand Canyon? Is there? I don't know if it's really desert around there, is it? Anyway, grab some water. I'll be right back. Oh, that's why I can't drink this water. I got my mask on. Now I can drink properly. Now I can see you, bro. I see everyone properly. So, hydrated. Back in America. I'm there right now. In my mind, I'm in America. It's hang on. Was that the same? Yeah, the same day of the cupcakes. We had another collab. Was just talking and just having drinks and snacks and stuff. Takopa, the takopa, takoyaki. From this restaurant, man. Japanese restaurants outside of Japan are so funny. They have the same. The same thing happens in Australia, where it's like, "Hi, welcome to Genki Restaurant. It's authentic Japanese cuisine. It's like run by old white guys, and it's like, well, come try our huge variety of sushi. We have so many different types of sushi. We have fried chicken maki roll. We have salmon roll. We have salmon nigiri. We have tuna roll. We have tuna nigiri. And we have those again, but this time they're seared. And then we have that again, but this time it's got spicy sauce and crunchy stuff on it. And oh, we even have one with avocado on it. You can have this one. It's got tuna and it's got mayonnaise on it. And that's kind of the sushi experience outside of Japan usually. This place is not that bad. I mean, that's just, you know, that's how it goes. But it's not like it tastes bad. You know, that's just. I think that's how you appeal to Westerners, cause I mean, these filthy gaijin, they just don't understand the subtlety behind eating raw fish. They just don't understand. I'm just more sophisticated than everyone. You can keep your sushi, your tuna rolls. I'll be over here with my aburi engawa and my negi. This it makes sense that if you don't have a sushi culture, that you wouldn't want to have raw fish that you've never heard of, you know, taking up half your menu. Yeah, like, of course Westerners would be more comfortable eating salmon and tunas. So I guess that's why that happens. And it's like, hey, I think people should be open-minded to eating other stuff, but I understand why the business, you know, that's just how it goes in the business. In America, you gotta deep fry your sushi if you want to get these Americans to eat it. So that's what they did. And it's pretty good, but it's not really sushi. It's not really traditional sushi. It's like a cheeseburger. It's like a fish cheeseburger almost. Yeah. But hey, I enjoyed it, and the takoyaki was decent as well. Also, not exactly like a traditional takoyaki, but it had octopus in it, and it tasted good. Yeah. This is cheeseburger sushi. I think they really do make cheeseburger sushi, don't they? I feel like that's a thing. Or they have like a tiny hamburger, like a burger patty on top of the rice. You know, シャリの上にちっちゃいハンバーグ乗せるやつ。ハンバーグ寿司。They have that. ハンバーグ。That's the thing, even in like certain chains in Japan. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't see it in America, but I have seen that in Japan is the thing. So it's like, you know, what is real sushi actually? Who's to say? Hey guys, who's to say what real sushi is? Look, if you want to drown your sushi in, you know, mayo and peri-peri sauce, you know, it's still sushi, and I'm pretty sure, you know, the ancient Edoites, when they were curing their mackerel in salt and vinegar and whatever they do to preserve it. I'm sure they thought exactly this was where their legacy would end up. Anyway, that was a fun collab. What did we even talk about? Jesus Christ. No, I remember we talked about Kung Pao for like 10 minutes and like it completely left Oogie out of the loop. But we ended up watching Kung Pao in its full after that, after the collab ended. We watched the whole thing. So, okay, now Oogie's in on the joke, everyone. So you can rest easy. Oogie will understand it when we go, wee, 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 wee. So stupid. It still makes me laugh, man. It's still... And the... I highly implore you to reconsider. Like, so panicked, but the voice dubbing is so calm. Best. That's the best shit ever, man. Yeah. I don't know. What was there anything else? What did we talk about in that collab? Yeah, the toad voice singing the what do you call it? Singing the, was it Mori no Chisana Restaurant? That fucking video is the funniest thing ever, man. I seen that a long time ago, but I think it just popped up again on my feed and I had to show Oogie. I don't think I've ever seen him laugh that loud, that hard, ever. Oogie's so soft-spoken all the time. Hi, yeah. You know, just very, very low-key type of guy, but I showed him that video, he was like... Actual, like, a full chuckle. Full, like, belly laugh from Oogie Violetta, of all people. Yeah. Mori no Chisana Restaurant! That's so funny, man. And every time, you know, I'd wait like 5 minutes and put it on again. He would still be laughing at it. God damn it. The thing is, there's something about this video in particular, the one that I retweeted. Because I looked it up on YouTube and there's a different version of it that is not quite as high and shrill as the one that I retweeted. Where it's kind of just like... But the one that I retweeted is like... It's like so... Like, I don't know, guttural? Not even guttural, but it's just so like high pitched. Yeah. Yeah, the other one's cuter and this one's just like so like goblin. It's going crazy. I don't know why. It's like they pitch shifted it up or something. Or it might just be a different person doing it. I can't tell. Anyway. But yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful rendition of a beautiful song. Yeah. Thinking, am I missing anything from these stories here? I don't know. But that was the last off collab we had. We had the 3 streams with Fulgar, and then yeah, we went home the next day, said our goodbyes. You know, had a big group hug and a few other hugs, and yeah, it was a little emotional. It's, you know, probably I mean, it's the last time that I'm ever gonna see him as part of NIJISANJI. I hope that one day I'll be able to meet him again. You know, it's a little out of the way, but you know, one day maybe I'd like to come visit Fulgar again. He said I was welcome to visit, so I'd like to take him up on that someday. Yeah. One of these days. But yeah, said our goodbyes and we all left. And yeah, that was it. But you know, I wasn't leaving America just yet. I did a little bit of traveling around some other parts in America too. With Alban and Oogie. And we got to see Oogie's house, actually. We got to visit him at home. And I got to meet his cat, Oogie-nyan. So cute. Oogie-nyan also very shy cat. Cats are very shy, but Oogie-nyan is very shy. And the only time that either of us could ever feed Oogie-nyan is if we had food in our hands. It's like you have to hold like one little cat biscuit in your fingers to like lure him out from under the furniture, and then while he like sticks his head out, like when he sticks his head out to eat, you can like quickly like rush in a few pets on his head, like here, come out. Oh, there it is. And then he'll eat the snack and like just shrink back in like a turtle. Yeah. So cute, so shy but so cute. These cats, they're so wary of strangers. It's okay. There's no need to be shy. Don't be shy, don't be scared. I'm Noctyx, just like Uki. It was so nice. Very cozy house. It's nice to see Oogie's collection of cinema roll merch. Oogie's got so much like stuff in his room. I don't have anything really hanging up or anything like that, or like I don't really have much in my room. Very male living space. Very hazukashi in my house here. Not much. Some may call me a minimalist. Some may call me bad at interior design. But hey, I just don't want to hang anything up on my room. Yeah. Very comfy in Oogie's house. Yeah, we were chilling at Oogie's place a little bit. We went and did some stuff. I won't get too into it, but we did some stuff together with everyone. And then me and Albie also we did a little off collab at the place we were staying at. Playing some Rain World. Wanyan's Rain World. I was so happy I got to play one of my favorite games with Alvin. In the flesh. Guys, I think that was our first proper unsponsored off collab with just the two of us. Yeah, so it was real nice. I finally got to do something with Alvin. I finally got to play Rain World multiplayer. Yeah, it was so fun. I'd like to do that again sometime. It's a great game. I need more people to appreciate Rain World. It's a shame that the multiplayer is only it's only local. It's only on the same machine, so it's a little hard to set up. There are ways to do it online, but it's not very easy, and there's problems that come with that, and like lag and so on. So it's a little tricky, but yeah, it's nice that we had this chance to do that. Got to spend some time together with just the two of us, or just with Uki there as well. I don't know, what can I say? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, besides all this, guys, the first thing I did, I should have said this earlier. The first thing I did when I touched down in America, got me some Five Guys burger and fries. Had to do it. I had to get some classic American fast food. We can't get it in Australia. I had to get it, guys. Five Guys. It's pretty good. Hey, you know what? It didn't quite click with me that I was in America until I had that first bite of a Five Guys cheeseburger. Double cheeseburger with bacon at Five Guys. Took that first bite, and I could taste the diabetes, I could taste the cholesterol entering my veins, and I knew I was in the land of the free. I knew it. I could feel it in my veins. That might have just been cardiac arrest. I don't know, but that was a damn good burger. It's so greasy though. It's so rich and so dense. It's crazy, this thing. But I enjoyed it. It's not something that I would want to enjoy more than once, maybe a month or so. But it was pretty delicious. It's got a nice sort of crisp on it, kind of like a smash burger almost. And super big. I guess it was big, but it was dense is the thing. It's like it was a heavy burger for what it is, you know? So yeah, I think I enjoyed it about as much as, you know, your what do you call it? Your other generic, you know, fast food places, whatever you have around here. It was a little bit more flavorful, and I could taste, you know, the rich, fat, saturated flavors and all that. And I'd say that it was delicious, but at the same time, I couldn't shake the feeling that this was gonna give me a heart attack. And so that kind of, at the same time, was like a little bit, like, I don't know how I feel about this burger. You know? It's greasy, is the thing, yeah. I wasn't, like, I wanted to finish the whole burger, but I was scared to, you know? And so that kind of, like, put a damp on the experience, but... I enjoyed it nonetheless. And I had some of them Cajun fries, too. Those were bussin'. Them Cajun fries from Five Guys. Good. Yummy, yummy. Pretty nice. Those didn't feel like that greasy, but they had a lot of them. Like, it's... Oogie was telling me that you order the whatever size fries. I think I got like a medium fries. And they'll fill up the cup of the medium cup. They'll fill that up, put it in the bag, and then dump a whole nother load of fries into the bag. So they give you like extra in the paper bag. Yeah. It's kind of awesome. Like, they give you a lot for it. It's pretty good value, actually. So it was a lot. I couldn't even finish all the fries. Yeah. Very nice. I felt I don't know. I guess that was the true American experience, you know? It's Five Guys giving you extra fries. Five Guys burger and fries is what I had. Yeah. So I had that. And we had Red Lobster, and I had Shake Shack. Me and Oogie got Shake Shack like right before I left. Which was also pretty good. It felt a bit healthier than, oh, I don't want to say healthier, but less unhealthy than Five Guys at Shake Shack. It's pretty good. I got a cookies and cream milkshake. It was so good. But again, I could just feel I think I finished that milkshake and I just immediately, you know, it just went straight from my stomach into my chin, you know. I got you know what I'm saying? It went straight to my rolls. You know, I'm turning into the Michelin Man over here. Not actually, but that's what it felt like. It felt unhealthy, okay? Is what I'm trying to say. It was delicious. The burger was pretty good. I got one with, it had some like lettuce and tomato in it, so it's pretty, you know, there's a little bit of veggies in there. It was alright. It's tasty. Pretty refreshing. The fries, crinkle cut fries, not bad. Not the best I've had. I think I prefer Five Guys by a lot. But hey, they're better than some other fries. Like you go to fucking Hungry Jack's in Australia and the fries are like soggy and floppy no, excuse me. The KFC fries are the floppy, soggy ones. Fuck KFC fries. It's so terrible, man. Hungry Jack's fries are not as bad. They're actually usually pretty crispy. But yeah, I'd say what do you call it? Shake Shack fries are pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. Not amazing, but not bad either. But yeah, the shake was a good shake. One of the better shakes that I had at Shake Shack. Not bad at all. Yeah. But yeah. I think that might be just about all the bases covered for America. I did everything I had to do, you know. We went out a few times with Albert and Oogie as well, and just the three of us. I can't get too into it, but it was it's alright. I guess one thing is we went to this kind of Japanese restaurant, and I ordered the ramen there, and I always love seeing. I wasn't expecting much. My expectations are very low, and I always enjoy seeing if restaurants can actually figure out how to make ramen outside of Japan, and I like to see their take on it. I've been to some places in Australia. Well, they actually give you a decent ramen. It's actually good, and you know, it's you know, if you hear in the back, yeah, tonkochicho, like in the back of the whatever they're shouting orders in the back of the restaurant, you know, it's real shit. Authentic ramen. Yeah. You'll get that occasionally, and I like to see if they can actually succeed outside of Japan, you know? I went to this place, I ordered the ramen, and it did not live up to the expectations. No, well, I mean, again, my expectations were not very high, but it did not live up to it. It was not that great. You know, the thing is, the broth is just flavorless. Something, I don't know, it's like they just gave me a bowl of warm water with, I don't know, they put like a teaspoon of miso in there or something. But the thing is, they fill it up, they fill your bowl up with all these things, like, oh, we give you these bamboo shoots, we give you an egg, we give you I don't know, seaweed, we give you all this stuff, and the noodles are in there, and the bowl is like fucking chock-a-block full. The bowl is, you know, I want to say when you most places you go to in Japan, you order a ramen, and it's like the bowl is like 50% ramen, 50% soup, something like that, right? Like a 5-5 ratio. I went to this place. It was like 80% noodles and toppings, and then it was like 20% soup. So it was like really dense, full of like solids and not enough soup. And I don't know if I like that, because I don't know how I feel about that, because the soup also was not very flavorful. But no, I'm let down every time, you know? Every time I need guys, there's recipes online. You know, you can make genuine authentic ramen with some animal bones, some vegetables, some sauces that you buy from like an Asian store, if not your regular grocery store. It's not that hard. I don't know why these people can't just make some ramen. I think I've made better ramen from scratch at home. And I didn't even have all the stuff, you know? Yeah, I think instant ramen might actually taste better. Yeah, but I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Even though my expectations were low, it still did not live up to them. But yeah, hey. The ramen wasn't great, but the rest of the food at this place was pretty good. We still had a good time. Yeah, you've got to have the spicy sauce. The thing is, they really did have some spicy sauce on the bamboo shoots, on the memma. They had that spiciness on it. They did. Yeah, the lanzhou beef noodles in Australia. I love that shit. That's great. I get it spicy. What level spicy you want? I want level 5, the top spicy. Maybe not that much, but it's pretty good over here. Yeah, アメリカのラーメンあんまり美味しくなかったです。残念。期待してなかったけど、残念。The noodle thickness at Lanzhou, what do you call it? I feel like it's not the thinnest one, but like the second or third thinnest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, besides that, we all had a great time. Many good times to be had. Did a few things, saw a few things in America. And then it was time to go home, and yeah. Again, watching some brain dead movies on the way back for God knows how many hours. Terrible flight. I was like in hell in the sky. You know, they say that heaven is up there, but I was up there and it was hell. Sitting there for like 15 hours or something, right? In the same seat. I didn't want to ask the people to move so I could pee or anything. I had to wait until they would get up so I wouldn't feel so bad. Luckily they did. I think it was like a couple next to me. And when they got up, I was like, oh, now's my chance. Let me get up. So I was able to go for 2 pee breaks at least. Yeah, I was on the window seat. Yeah, I usually go for the aisle seat, but I think I wasn't able to nab it this time. So I was in the window seat, just watching shitty Marvel movies the whole time. Watched, yeah, so I think I watched Homecoming on the way there, but now this is on the way back, and I watched Avengers Infinity War, and then I watched Avengers Endgame in like consecutively after each other. So that was like 6 hours straight of Marvel, and I was just like the whole time just melting, just going full potato mode, just hoping that I'd eventually get sleepy enough to pass out. But I only got maybe 3 hours of sleep that whole flight. It's hard to sleep on a plane, guys. It's not easy to sleep upright. You know, the chair can only lean back so far. Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four coming soon. Those actually look better than Avengers, is what I thought. I don't know. Hard to say, but those look more appealing than Avengers to me. The thing is, it's just... I hate these Marvel movies can't take themselves seriously for like 5 minutes. I mean, it has its serious moments, and then it fucking like they have to have some shitty like Reddit quip, like that just happened. So anyway, like just you can't even like be invested in your own story enough to like take it seriously for just a minute. Like people are fucking dying here, and it's like they don't even care, right? It's the fate of the universe, but you know they have to like be like I have to cope with it with like sarcastic humor, and it's like, you know, it's a big scale movie. It's like if you don't even believe in your own movie enough to like be that sincere, like how am I supposed to take it seriously? If you can't even take your own movie seriously, how am I supposed to take it seriously? You know? And that's like, if you think it's ridiculous, if you think that the scale and the events transpiring in the movie are too ridiculous for you know, suspension of disbelief without adding some like witty quip, then maybe you need to change something about the movie. Maybe you need to make a better movie. You know, it's just, you know, I wish we had better standards for ourselves more than anything. Yeah, exactly. But I actually enjoyed Infinity War more than Endgame actually. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not, but I just thought the thing is, in Infinity War, it's the whole. This is it, you know. It's the whole be all end all of the universe. You know, this guy's gonna literally kill everyone, half of everyone ever in the universe, right? And the villain, Thanos, he's fucking trekking all around the stars. He's going all over the universe to collect these shiny rocks. Jesus Christ, Marie, they're minerals. And he's sacrificing so much. All his best shooters, all his best people, his own daughter, he had to sacrifice everyone. And he finally succeeds. You know, the villain actually wins in this situation. Which was, well, I mean, it's at the end of a 3-hour movie, but he succeeds, and that's it. It's over. But then there's another movie, is the thing. There's another movie after that, where it's like, what the fuck is gonna happen after this? It's over. He already won. What else can they do? And of course they have to do a fucking like time travel cop out, which is, yeah, I mean, you're writing a story, you can make up anything. So, but yeah, okay, they time travel, sure. Time travel, they go back in time so they can undo all the bad shit. I mean, if they can do that, I don't see why they can't just do that forever. Like, I think the idea is what they only had one chance to make the time travel work because they only had a limited amount of uses for the time travel, something about the particles or whatever. Anyway, but like you can write up some other bullshit about the limitations or whatever you have of time travel. Anyway, okay, so here's the thing. All the stakes and all the events that transpired in the last movie, undone. Time travel, we're undoing it, which is it's weird. It's weird. It's kind of interesting that rather than well, it's not like they're going back, but they're undoing one of the effects of what happened in the past, I guess. So they're bringing back everyone that died. Yeah, but anyway, all that shit that happened, go back in time, and they undo it. And there's no villain, is the thing. They're the only thing that they're fighting against is like not fucking up their time travel mission. So that they can, undo what's already happened, and yeah, the only villain is time. They just have to, like, it feels like the stakes are just like, you didn't even have to do this. You could just keep living on. It's over. Like, I guess, like, they just really, really miss all those people that disappeared and wanted them to come back into this fucked up world and completely undo, everything that, Thanos, did to them. And it sucks so much. This is what I'm really getting at here. It sucks so much that there's no antagonist to this, and it feels like there's no like emotional like investment into no one's really against them. And so what they have to do, they have to bring back Thanos. Like, the guy's already dead. You can't bring him back, you know? He's dead. You can't bring back Thanos. And the thing is, the Thanos that they bring back is before any of the bullshit that happened in the first movie. So it's like, I don't give a fuck about this Thanos. This guy, I've met him before, and he sucks. Like, he's weaker. He doesn't have like all this stones. I guess he has more of his army because they haven't died yet. But I don't give a shit about this Thanos. He hasn't been through nearly as much as the previous Thanos that's already dead. It's like, he didn't sacrifice his daughter. He didn't work hard to beat the Avengers in his timeline. He just came here with his free ticket, and he's gonna try and like he's supposed to be a really threatening villain for the grand finale of this huge franchise. Like, I don't give a shit about this Thanos. It's like they just needed they needed a villain, so they just like brought back this bullshit. And I was like, I just lost interest completely. Like, I don't give a shit about this anymore, you know? Should have spent more time focusing on how chilling it was for half the world's entire population to stop existing. Yeah, I think there was more potential there with exploring, you know, the effects of that would have on the world and stuff. I mean, they definitely did that, and you know, all the characters are depressed and stuff like that. You know, there's character development in that. But I feel like I would have been interested to see, you know, a little bit more world building on that side too. But yeah, it's also weird. Anyway, hey, Endgame was dog shit, and I guess I'm glad I know what happened and, you know, why it was such a big deal, but I didn't enjoy it that much. Anyway, I watched Spider-Man Far Away From Home after this. So we're not done with Marvel time just yet. There's another like 2 hours of Marvel on top of this. Where Tom Holland is in Europe with that guy, Jake Gyllenhaal, as Mysterio. Which is another weird movie. I didn't like this one too much, but yeah, I think I just wanted to talk about how it's so weird that after the blip, half the population is gone, and then they come back. They haven't aged from the time that they disappeared, so everyone else has aged 5 years, but the people that were gone are the same age, and I don't understand. Can anyone explain this to me? Why are the people that were still alive for 5 years still in high school? Aren't they meant to be gone and graduated by now? What? Why are they still in the same class? What's going on there? What? Am I missing something? The first movie's freshman year. Is freshman year like 10th grade? That's like 14, 15 years old, right? And then by the time like 5 years later, they're gonna be like 19, like out of... That's 9th grade? Freshman 9th grade. Okay, it's starting to add up here. All right. What? I thought middle school was 7th to 9th grade, no? Is freshman 9th grade? I don't understand how this works now. Middle 6th to 8th? 7th to 8th. They call it 2 years? Oh, I didn't know that actually. Okay. Alright. I'm thinking of Japanese middle school is 7th to 9th. And some other places are also 7th to 9th. Yeah. I refer to my own 7th to 9th as middle school sometimes. Yeah, okay. So hang on, 9th to 12th. This is starting to make a little bit more sense. 9, 10, 11, 12. Still, is it 5 years later? 5 years later? Are the same people still in the same high school? I feel like 5 years later they'd all be graduated by that point. Wait, hang on. Sixth, seventh, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, they all flunked. Yeah. No, that's not what happened. Cause like, wasn't one of the plot points that one of the guys hadn't aged, so he got like really hot over the 5 years that the others were disappeared? Yeah, what was that? I don't know, the Asian guy. He like got really hot in the 5 years or something like that. Isn't that the whole point? There was no school during that time? No way. Anyway, so this, first of all, this isn't making sense to me. Second of all, it's just it's really weird how they're how they sort of tackle this sort of issue within the universe, and it's I don't know how else you're supposed to sort of deal with that situation. But I feel like they could have gone into that a little bit more. Anyway, but yeah, the rest of the movie was kind of, I don't know. What I will say, there was some very interesting visual sequences in Spider-Man Far Away From Home with Mysterio. There's this like the visions, the hologram sequences are yeah, they're pretty interesting. Yeah, it's his genjutsu. It is, yeah. Do you watch No Way Home? Not yet. I do want to see that. I want to see if it's just some nostalgia slop or if it's any good. But you know, I love Willem Dafoe. I gotta see him. I gotta see him as the Green Goblin, going Goblin mode. I gotta see my man. I heard that one's alright, yeah. Why is it always home? Yeah, what's up with that? He's got the word home in all of his movies. Tom Homeland. Thank you to say my name. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. I don't know why that's so funny. Just like, thank you in advance for saying my name. I barely even say the name of some of the regulars here. Man. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, and I finished my book on the way home, actually. Da Vinci Code. It was like right before my last plane landed, I think. I finished the book. And yeah, it took me a while, but I'm finally done. And now I'm reading the Wakamoto Norio book. I bought Wakamoto-san's book. And I'm reading that. I just started it the other day while I was waiting for something. I don't know if you could really call it an autobiography, but it's his book. And it's about him, and it's got like interviews with him in it, and it's all in Japanese. So there's a few words I don't understand, but it's mostly, I want to say it's like 90% comprehensible for me. I feel like a lot of it was not him writing it per se, but rather him orating it, you know, like he's speaking it out loud and someone's writing it down for him, something like that. Yeah, but that's it's been pretty interesting so far. I'm getting some interesting tidbits about the industry and you know, technique and stuff like that, and some of his history as well. Yeah. So So it's pretty interesting, and I'm reading it the whole time in his voice in my head. So it's like, 私が若い頃にとても I don't know, I can't remember a specific excerpt, but I'm just 頭の中ずっと若本さんの声で読んでておかしくなりそう。Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna finish it. All right. Well, that's I don't know. I think that was most of my trip. That was my trip to America, the United States, guys. I had a great time. The movies, not so great. Oh yeah, I watched Joker 2 as well because I had so much fucking time on these planes. I also watched Joker 2. It was not as good as Joker 1. Joker 1 was very entertaining. Joker 2 was... I don't know, it was a sequel, and it was interesting to see the sort of continuation of the story, but I didn't like it as much as Joker 1 for sure. Yeah. I don't know, I don't know, it's I quite liked Lady Gaga in Lagadigu in Joker 2. Her acting was alright in this. I didn't like the musical sequences that much. Some of them were a little interesting. Some of it's sort of like delves in. There are certain scenes where it delves into the Joker's Arthur's fantasies a little bit. And some of these sequences are a little bit interesting in the I don't know, the symbolism, the metaphor of what they represent and what have you. But the music is like I don't know, I'm not really that impressed. You recommend it? Honestly, you don't need to watch Joker 2. I'd say I'd recommend Joker 1, but not Joker 2. You can mock Lady Gaga. No, I thought she was fine in it. I don't know. She's an alright actor. She's pretty good. I don't know. I wasn't blown away either, but I thought she was quite good. I still think Joaquin is decent. I think I liked his performance in the previous movie better. But yeah, the movie itself and like the events, it feels like it drags on a little bit. I don't know, the pacing was a little weird. It just like not a lot was happening, you know. It's the one scene. There were maybe like 3 scenes that really were okay. There were maybe 4 scenes that were kind of memorable for me. It was not really. I don't know if this is a spoiler. There's a scene where the little guy, what's his name? He worked with Arthur as a clown. Puddles, whatever, the Puddles guy, when he comes in as a witness into court, that was an interesting scene because you sort of see Arthur like breaking character as the Joker. Like you can see it, the cracks in the seams there. I thought like it was a good performance from both of them. And I don't know if I liked, but it was memorable that when the car bomb blew up in the courthouse. That was a little shocking. I didn't expect that. And then the very end, I won't spoil too much, but yeah, the very end scene was pretty shocking. I was like, oh wow. That came out of nowhere. And I think one of the fantasy musical sequences that I really enjoyed, there's one where it's Arthur and Lee on stage on this TV show in this fantasy, and they're singing to each other, and then Lady Gaga is no longer singing to Joaquin. She's singing to the crowd, and then he's like, "You're not even looking at me anymore. It's like you're not singing for me. You're singing just for the crowd, for the attention, or something like that." And then that's kind of where I know I started to like understand more about what was going on with her character, and it started to be a bit more interesting with her, I think. Yeah, and then there's some other very interesting like visual stuff. Yeah, I just gotta call her Lady Gaga. It's like, what's her name again? Lee. She's got like 4 character names: Harley Quinn. What was it? There's no, it's Harley Quinzel. Quinzel, yeah. Quinzel in the film. Harleen Quinzel, maybe? Yeah. But yeah. There's some very interesting visual pieces in there. But yeah, besides that, it was slow. Yeah, the pacing was weird. It wasn't very eventful. I kind of thought they would. There was a lot of focus. Like I think the focus of the film was the what do you call it? The relationship between. Well, I don't know if it's even a relationship. What do you call it? I don't know. It's just like the dynamic between Arthur as his own person versus his Joker persona, and his public perception, and his sort of like struggle between the two. Like that's the whole movie's about that. It opens with this very interesting like animation. It's kind of like an old Warner Brothers cartoon. In this like old-timey hand-drawn, noodle animation. Just like the old days, it starts with this animation, and it pretty much like tells you what this movie is about from the first scene with that animation. And they really do focus on that a lot, but I kind of, I do think that's an interesting, perspective, but I thought they might have focused more on other events. Like, it's the Joker, right? The Joker, he's meant to be this, traditionally, and that doesn't mean it has to be so, but traditionally he's the sort of criminal mastermind, and I thought that maybe it would show how the Joker would, what do you call it? Would like grow into this Joker persona as like a criminal mastermind, and what do you call it? And he has this rivalry with Batman, but I don't think they're doing that at all. So I guess the characters are inspired by that, but they don't really play into that at all. And it would have been interesting, I think, to see how I thought where they were going. I thought where they were going was because the public perception of his Joker persona was so like characterized, and it was like taking over his life. I thought that would be what pushes him and pressures him to step into those shoes and become the villain, but it never really goes there. And I personally thought that would be a little bit more interesting, but that never happens. So he never really becomes the Joker in the traditional sense, and not much is really happening. They're kind of just in a courtroom the whole time. Yeah. Anyway, hey, that's my piece, and wasn't the best movie. I don't think it was awful. I enjoyed a few things about it. There were a few like standout scenes. The performances were pretty good, but yeah, it's not as good as Joker 1, basically. Anyway, hey guys, it's been so great having you on the stream today. I've run out of things to talk about. I I guess I'll tell you about my schedule this week and call it a night. I do want to find time at some point. I forgot to put time in my schedule this week to read the super chats. So let me think for a second here after I get this up here. Boom. Here we go. Here's my schedule. Oh, it doesn't do that thing. Hang on. I don't like that. Let me. Yep. Yep. Ah, there it is. Fixed it. Okay. It wasn't doing that. It wasn't doing the slide. I had to do the slide. Let me take a look here. All right, here's the deal. We're on Monday. Tadaima. Guys, did you say okaeri? Did you say welcome back to me? I know some of you must have said it. So thank you. I'm back. Big week ahead of us. Okaeri nasai. What do you mean by that, huh? I'm back. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Hi, guys. Tadaima. Thank you. So that's today. We're back. Tomorrow, finally getting back into some Monghang Monster Hunter. I think we can complete the main story tomorrow. I think. I don't think that's the end of the game, but I think that's the end of the main story. For now. So, we'll hopefully finish that bit, and yeah, looking forward to that. We love Monhan. We love hunting monster. The exciting conclusion of Monhan Wilds. For now, anyway. For now. Yeah, we'll check it out. And Wednesday should be just a rest day. I don't know, you know what? If I'm feeling it, I might find time to boot up a stream and catch up on Supas or something like that. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe I'll do Minecraft if people are playing. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, for now, we'll just call it a rest. I don't know. I might need it. I might need the rest. On Thursday, finally, I'm gonna show you guys my home 3D. I can finally be 3 dimensions from the comfort of my own home. Finally. Been taking a while. I've had the gear I need for it. I've had the equipment that I need to use that, but just never got around to it until yesterday, I think. Yeah, I finally figured it out. And everything seems to be working in working order, so I'm excited to show you a little bit of 3D movement. Yeah. What am I gonna do specifically? I don't know. I guess I'll think about it a little bit more before I start the stream. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. But yes, I will be in 3 dimensions and my hands can move. Finally, I can put my hands up. Never again. I'll never have a gun pointed at me again in the airport because I can't put my hands up. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh yeah, Friday, Chained Together. Noctyx collab. Maybe one of the final Noctyx collabs ever. Perhaps, possibly. Well, I think there's something else that we might be doing, but one of. So we're playing Chained Together, which is kind of, it's one of those rage games, isn't it? Where you jump and you fall and it's terrible. And I can't wait to get pissed off at video games. I love it. All right. Hope you guys can be there. And, oh, Saturday, Street Fighter. It's been so long. It's been so long since I played Street Fighter. I think I played off stream like once, like a month or something ago. I played a few games with Shu, just randomly. I'm so rusty. I'm so rusty. I don't think I'll even be able to play ranked because I'm gonna rank down completely. I gotta wipe the rust off, and you guys gotta help me. Any Street Fighter players out there, you gotta come in and help me. I think I want to check out Mai Shiranui, new character, because I haven't checked out her moves yet. We're gonna check her out. Oh, we're gonna check her out and see how she plays, if you know what I'm saying. And I think after we've checked her out sufficiently, we can play a few games with the viewers here. Open up a little room, and yeah, hopefully get some of you guys into some matches and help me shake off the rust. And you know, one of these days, I'm thinking about my schedule for the next year. I'm probably not gonna happen, but maybe I'll rank up in Street Fighter ranked one of these days. I don't know if I have enough time to grind on Street Fighter. I'm busy with other shit. Anyway. Anywho, I just want to play the game to have fun. For the love of the game. Guys, it's not always about ranking and winning. It's just about having fun. Alright? That's what games are. It's for entertainment, okay? You don't have to win to be entertained. Sometimes losing is more entertaining. Sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Anyway. Looking forward to Street Fighter. First time in a while. And Sunday, I think I'll just lock in some Minecraft right there. Minecraft. Haven't been playing much because I've been busy and away and sleepy otherwise. But yeah, looking to get some serious work done on my pet shop. I gotta get it done. That pet shop, it's not gonna build itself, unfortunately. I kind of wish it would, but I'll try and put something together. And I gotta stop getting distracted breeding these turtles. It's all that I'm ever thinking about when I'm in this game. I hope my turtles have hatched into something that I can, into something visually appealing. Something that I can sell. All those gay bens in the pens. Yeah. So I don't know, I still wanna breed the turtles. It's just gonna take a while. I think it's like a slow burn, and I can't be so focused on it, you know. I just gotta let it happen by itself. And in the meantime, I'll just be building the pet shop. I think that's my priority right now. For real. You know, how am I gonna sell these turtles without a pet shop to sell them from? Is the thing. I gotta build the shop. Yeah. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday there, Minecraft. And I guess we'll just see what else happens. Maybe I need to go out on a few adventures. Maybe there'll be some people there, and we'll meet them and talk to them. We'll see. Anyway, that's the week. Should be good. And yeah, I don't know, I guess that's it. There's so many games to play. I know I didn't even fit Rain World in this week. I wanted to, but I figured I'd do all this stuff instead. We'll try and fit some Rain World in maybe next week. And I want to play Zelda. I gotta play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom again. We gotta catch up. Get some progress on Zelda. Yeah. Anywho. So much to do, so much to see. And working on a lot of other stuff too, so big week. But that's it for now. Yeah, lots of games to play. And I'll see you at the next stream tomorrow, Monster Hunter. Everyone, please take care for now. And remember to please show some love to Fulgar Ovid on his last week or so with us in NIJISANJI Ian. He's been a treasure, and I think he should be treated like one, okay? Please show him some love. Make sure you check out his streams. And yeah, everyone take care for now. Thanks guys for coming. It's good to see everyone. Good talk. We did it, everyone. Good job, team. New filters on Instagram today. It's my favorite one yet. Great job, team. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys. Bye, 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 bye. It's my ending screen. I'm losing it again. Bye. Arigato. Bye, 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 bye. Arigato. Thank you, guys. Take care. America was so fun. I can't wait to go again. One day. One day soon. Maybe sooner than you might think. Than I might think. I don't know. I kind of want to just go to the gun range again. I was like, that was the best part of it. I want to go to America again and shoot guns. Alrighty. That's it. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Arigato. Bye-bye. Thank you.